Good morning to one and all. Today we will discuss these traffic signals. The term itself we are having a signal. Means a signal is normally we are giving for the purpose of movement or stopping. So that in the traffic itself we are having these signals to control the pattern of moving of vehicles. In a different purposes we are using these traffic signals. So suppose if there is a cross section, in that particular cross section we have to use these traffic signals for the purpose of controlling traffic and in some cases accidents also. What are the major objectives of these traffic signals? That means in most of our societies, that means we are urbanized nowadays. That means most of the cities are very urbanized and countries also, so that all the countries having this transportation system, so that they are having a huge amount of density of roads. That means density means the total quantity of roads per a square kilometer. So that if the density of roads increases means automatically there may be a combination of two or more roads at a particular points. Normally those points were called as a intersections. If the ride is, that means if the road is so straight, automatically there is a no purpose of keeping these traffic lights. If the roads are simply merging one to another, one to another, one to another, automatically there may be some conflict points and these merging points. So that due to those merging of lines, automatically we have to face these flow lines mergings, so that there may be a chance of occurring accidents. First of all, you have to know these objectives. What are the objective means? Normally, what is the purpose of keeping a traffic line? An intersection where there have a large number of crossings at right turn traffics. That means crossings means normally a point where there may be merging of two or more than two roads. That means two or more than two means normally if two roads means normally a plus cross section. More than two roads means we have to face a different. That means three roads we have to face T junctions, four roads we have to face these plus cross sections, and five roads means automatically these pentagonal patterns. Likely in the previous class about intersections, we have observed a different patterns for formation of these rotary clings and the rotary intersections. Okay, likely we are having different points, so that in the particular point we have to move our vehicle with a proper speed. Why? Because there may be a chance of occurring accidents due to this huge amount of merging of lines. Likely possibility of several accidents can be orderly due to movement. That means in orderly movements of the vehicles, so that one vehicle will move with a proper design speed, another vehicle has to move with their design speed, so that we are having a mixed traffic flow. That means we are having mixed traffic means all kinds of vehicles are flowing in a particular same platform. That means same platform means here the platform is road we are having. In that particular road, different kinds of vehicles are moving with their relative speeds. That means one with 30 kilometers, one with 60 kilometers, one with 100 kilometers. Likely there may be different kinds of flows of roads, so that there may be occurrence of accidents. So that these traffic signals are designed to control those accidents. First of all, the problem of such conflicts at that intersections gains more significance as the traffic volume increases. That means conflicts means where there is a point which will be developed due to intersection of two flow lines. That means flow line means normally a vehicle will flow in a one direction when vehicle will comes in another direction. If the merging of those two points is called as a conflict point, and merging of two major lines is called intersection. Flow points is called as a conflict points, so that there may be volume increases. That means volume, whenever volume increases automatically, if there is a huge quantity of population, automatically the population will have to use their personal vehicles and other public sector vehicles, so that there may be a chance of increasing this traffic volume also. In such situations, earlier practice has been to control the traffic with the help of traffic police, who stops the vehicle on the one of the roads alternatively and allows the traffic stream to the other road in cross or at right turns. That means normally such intersection. That situations means normally there is a cross sections or intersections of particular roads. In those particular roads we have to use these traffic polices. It means it is a one kind of man-made forces. We need to use those man-made forces for few places where the traffic police needs, means there is no proper education people. That means without warning, automatically the all vehicles have to move in a undisturbed manner. That means undisturbed manner means improper manner, they have to move. If there is a controller person, means automatically the vehicle has to move in a proper manner, so that the traffic police has its primary duty is to control the traffic, and he has to flow the vehicles in a proper direction. If there is a vehicle flow in alternative another direction, means automatically he has to warn, and he has a right to block that particular vehicle and has to fine. So that normally in olden days we are having this traffic police system, so that this traffic police system has a work to control the traffic and regulate the traffic. Control means if there is any traffic jam, they need to control what is the major point, if what vehicle is the obstruction vehicle, so that they need to go to that particular vehicle and they will remove all the obstructions formed in that particular space. Likely the traffic police duty depends upon the situation of that particular space. Next one, there is a crossing streams of traffic flow separated by a time of segregation. That means a time of segregation means normally for every lane we are giving a particular time period depending upon the number of lanes of a road. If there is a single lane or double lane road, normally we will give a 75 60 to 1 minute, that means 60 to 75 seconds. If there is a complex road, that means complex road means more than two lanes and number of lanes are particularly merging more than two or three, we have to increase our time. Why? Because there are more quantity of vehicles in that particular road, so that we need to give some amount of a little bit extra time to those lanes. Automatically we have to give according to the vehicular traffic and volume of the traffic situated at the particular space. Why? That means all the studies we have observed in our previous classes, in traffic flow studies we have observed what is the total volume of the traffic and our total density of the traffic and flow of traffic. All the terms we have discussed in the previous classes, so that by observing those traffic flow patterns and traffic volumes, we are also made a survey teams. That means the survey team has to collect the data by the CCTV footages or any other inquiries, so that by using those data we have to arrange these traffic signals according to their need and needs. That means need means wherever there is a proper utilization of these traffic signals, automatically in that particular spaces we have to employ these traffic signals and a mixed kind of this traffic police also. If there is a huge amount of violations are there, automatically we have to employ a traffic police in order to these traffic signals. In higher cities, that means there is a urbanization, high urbanization places are there, those called as the higher cities. A large number of police persons are required simultaneously to control the traffic during peak hours. So what is a peak hour means? In that particular peak hours we are having a huge quantity of vehicles are flowing in a roads itself. Normally we are having different peak hours in the morning session and the evening session. Why? Because most number of the population are simply moving to their destination points in morning times and evening times only. Why? Because they are going to industries or institutions or any other working places, so that there may be a huge amount of traffic on these peak hours. So that in the peak hours we have to use these facilities like these traffic police and traffic signals as much as possible to control the traffic, so that there may be a huge quantity of these traffic police are required in those particular peak hours. Next one, there may be, therefore traffic signals are made used in a platform. The function of traffic control is at the road intersections. That means therefore traffic signals are made to use Means in nowadays we are having a huge amount of people with education and other maturity levels, so that we need to use these kind of traffic signals for the study purpose of the traffic to the drivers. That means normally these drivers are moving on those intersections. There is a traffic light, means automatically they have a better idea what is the signal they're having blowing. That means if it is a red signal or green signal or any other orange signal, so that they need to have some amount of knowledge. If there is a red signal, automatically they need to stop their vehicles. If the green signal means automatically they need to move from that particular space. Likely they are having some amount of traffic knowledge. By using those traffic knowledge, they have to use their vehicles according to the conditions. The traffic signals are automatically traffic control devices which could alternatively direct the traffic to stop and proceed at intersections using red, green and traffic lights signals as per the predetermined time settings. Here we are using predetermined time settings. The previous all the topics are were well known. Why? Because the traffic signals come automatic traffic control devices. Automatic traffic control devices means the we are studied previously about the particular space, what is the current position of the particular space, so that what is the daily demand. That means the daily peak hour demand is what is, so that how much amount of time required to clear the traffic in a particular 1 minute or 2 minute or 3 minute. They will study according to the data available to them, so that they will give a proper data, so that for 1,000 number of vehicles are normally flowing in a particular hour, so that for each 10 minutes we need to give a proper break of 2 to 3 minutes. Likely they will give some amount of suggestions according to the usage of vehicles and quantity of vehicles, so that all those are predetermined times. By using those predetermined times, they will set a particular program to the these traffic signals. Automatically for every 2 minutes or 3 minutes they will blink and sparks according to their purpose. All those are called as a predetermined time settings. Before we go to set a particular time, we have to do some kind of investigations. Those investigations are related to this traffic quantity and peak hour demands. That means if there is a Monday, we need to go for one kind of timetable. Why? Because in Monday time we are having one kind of this traffic flow. If it is a Sunday, there may be a chance of little bit extra amount of traffic will be there. Why? Because it is a holiday. Likely Saturday also we are having some amount of holidays. Second Saturdays, fourth Saturdays, likely any other. That means any other holidays are there. We have to go for these differential time settings now compared to normal time settings of these traffic lights. Likely the main requirements of these traffic signals are: first one, draw attention to the road users. That means the road users have to pay some amount of attention. Attention means they have to follow the rules, they need to obey those rules. And if there is a red light means automatically they need to stop their vehicles. Likely you have to pay some kind of attention with respect to these traffic lines, traffic signals. Next one is the enable them understand the meaning of the light signal. That means they need to have some amount of knowledge. What is the red light? What is the purpose of this red light? What is the green light? What is the purpose of this green light? It means in a few places some of the people are having less kind of this traffic knowledge, so that they don't know what is the red light, what is the green light, what are their purposes, so that they need to have to know whenever they are simply following these road laws. It means they are using these roads and public property, so that they have to know all of the data. First one, provide a sufficient time to respond. That means if there is a blinking of this green light, automatically we have to wait for a 2 to 3 seconds or minimum quantity of time depending upon the place availability. That means if there is a large space, that means automatically we have to move in a proper manner. If this is small place means we have to wait for some amount of response. Automatically the traffic will clears. For 2 to 3 seconds we have to wait after the blinking of this red light. If there is a simply we are starting our vehicle and before getting into green light simply we are moving, there may be a chance of getting accidents, so that we have to wait for some time and 2 to 3 seconds delay also sometimes. Next one, ensure minimum waste of time. That means we have to know what is the minimum time, how we need to utilize those times, what is the wastage we are doing there. That means at the particular traffic points we don't have to on our, that means motors. That means why? Because if we continuously onning our vehicle motors means automatically there may be some exhaust gas is coming through our vehicle, so that will leads to some amount of traffic pollution. And similarly if there is a two wheelers, automatically those will have to suffer with those carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, so that we have to use proper minimum maintenance at that particular times, and we have to use some amount of wastage of times and other things needed for the traffics. The next one, what are the advantages of these traffic signals? What is the purpose of using and what are the advantages? Provide orderly movement of traffic at the intersections. That means provide orderly movement of traffic. Orderly movement means first of all the vehicles has to go in a proper order. There is no flowing of a zigzag pattern or any other. That means all the vehicles has to go in a proper manner, so that these traffic signals are utilized for movement of a proper order with a at that intersections. That means normally at crossings and other things the vehicles has to flow in a proper order. Next one, the quality of traffic flow is improved by forming these compact platforms of vehicles, provided all the movements approximately the same speed. That means a particular traffic signal is there. In that particular traffic signal all the vehicle has to move with a definite vehicular speed. That means there is a speed of 30 km/h, so that all the vehicles has to flow with a speed of 30 km/h only. There is no increase of speed or no decrease of speed. That means if there is any increments or decrements speed, automatically there will be some eclipse of time to the particular space. Simply by following different means, automatically there may be a chance of accidents or any other time lapses, so that all the vehicles has to flow with a definite speed, so that it will give a time free movement at the particular points. Next one, reduction in accidents due to crossing conflict, notably red angle, that means right angle collisions. Reduction in accidents, that means reduction in accidents means there may be less chance to get accidents while we are using these kind of patterns by the help of these traffic signals and other boards. Likely reduction, all the people are simply following those rules means no, there may be a chance of less quantity of accidents occurring, because all the people are simply obeying particular rule, so that there may be no chance of accidents. If the sum of the people means automatically 5 to 10% people are not obeying due to their different pressures and time situations, so that a small quantity of accidents occurs. Why? Because of due to several peoples are having several problems in their journey time, so that due to those also sometimes we have to face these accidents, so that there may be some quantity of reduction of accidents due to usage of these traffic signals. Next one we are having is the traffic handling capacity at highest among the different types of intersections at grade. Traffic handling capacity, that means handling means normally we are handling that quantity of work, we are handling that job. Likely we are having different handling capacities for a person. Likely these traffic signals also having different handling capacities of traffic. That means a particular peak hour, that may be there may be a chance of getting a thousands of vehicles, so that the traffic signals has to do their work by properly clearing those traffic within a short span of time. And there may be some amount of intersections at particular grades also. Next thing, provide a chance of traffic of minor roads to cross the continuous traffic flow at the main road at reasonable intervals of the time. That means reasonable intervals means we need to give a 2 minutes for a particular cross section. After that we need to give another 2 minutes to another particular road. Likely we need to rotate or cycling a particular time period to all the sections, so that it will leads to a less quantity of occurring accidents, and all the traffic flow should be in a uniform pattern. There may be no chance of any other damages. Next one, pedestrians can also cross these roads safely at the signalized intersections by using these traffic signals. Pedestrians means automatically those who are with walking, means on a particular roads to move their destinations, so that these pedestrians also having a less quantity of these problems while the traffic signals are there. That means the in the traffic signals also we are having a 1 to 2 minutes of time period for these pedestrians to cross a particular road, so that there may be a chance to there also for crossing the roads. Next one, when the signal system is properly coordinate the three their signal system is properly coordinate means the signal system has a coordination with the surrounding people. That means if there is no any damages or any other uneven works, that means automatically in some of the places due to these errors with these current signals, this current or any other software problem or any other chip problem, sometimes the traffic signals are not blinking, so that there may be a chance of clashing these also. So that whenever there is a signal system is properly coordinated means the coordination between the signal system and authorities will be noticed, and each and every day and every hour also, so that they need to monitor this signal system with the help of CC cameras in another places, so that they have a second eye on the road system also, so that if there is any problem with this traffic signals, automatically the person has to move on the particular section, and he have to operate the traffic flow. After that they need to repair these traffic signals, and they need to employ in a particular space, so that without having traffic signals also there may be no chance of these traffic jams. Automatically the person has to employ some quantity of work with a human purpose. Next one, automatic traffic signals may work out to be more economical when compared to the manual control. That means if there is a person means automatically the person has to face too much of this noise levels. Why? Because whenever there is a vehicle movement means automatically vehicles automatically blow their horn, and some quantity of this gas also releases from the vehicle, so that due to those noise pollution and next one, environmental pollution, the person has to face a huge quantity of these health problems, and sometimes the temperature also very high, and in some cases there may be a rainy seasons and other conditions, so that the person has to face different problems when he stands on a particular positions for hours to hours, and he has to control the traffic, so that the traffic signals are the better opportunity for the controlling system to operate without any human purposes. And what we all we see are the advantages, and what are the disadvantages means the rear end collisions may increases. That means rear end means there may be chance of vehicle to vehicle clashing due to this sudden lighting of these lights. Means in some of the cases we have to ఎంప్లాయ్ నార్మల్గా మనకి కొన్ని ఏరియాస్లో ఈ యొక్క ట్రాఫిక్ సిగ్నల్స్ అనేవి ఇంప్రాపర్ వర్కింగ్ వల్ల మనకి సడన్గా రెడ్ లైట్స్ అనేవి సడన్గా గ్రీన్ లైట్స్ అనేవి బ్లో అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. డ్యూ టు దో సడన్ బ్లోయింగ్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ లైట్స్ దెర్ మే బి ఛాన్స్ ఆఫ్ రేర్ ఎండ్ కొలిజన్స్. దట్ మీన్స్ మనకి దగ్గరగా ఉన్నటువంటి వెహికల్స్ కూడా సడన్గా లైట్ పడేసరికి మనకి క్లాష్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. దోస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ దిస్ రేర్ ఎండ్ కొలిజన్స్. దే మే బి ఇంక్రీజెస్ ఎట్ పర్టికులర్ జంక్షన్స్. Next comma, improper design and location of the signals may lead to violations of this control system. Improper design, previously we discussed that point, means there may be a chance of occurring a huge quantity of accidents, so that we need to go for a proper study with the help of these surveys we are having. What is the proper place, what is the population around that proper place, what is their jobs normally they are doing, for what purpose they are simply moving, what quantity of vehicles they are using, either a two-wheeler or four-wheelers, major quantity, so that according to the survey we have to design these traffic signals. Otherwise there may be a huge quantity of problems we need to face. Next one, failures of the signals due to electric power, comma, failure of any other defect may cause confusion to the road users. That means in the previous also we have discussed this point. If there is any failure of this software or any other likely, in some of the cases there may be thunderstorms and other traffic, other environmental issues, huge quantity of wind is simply flowing, or any other rainy seasons are likely different causes to the environment, so that these traffic signals also has to face these problems, so that due to those huge quantity of wind and other watering phenomena, those having a partial failure with a few hours, so that at that particular time the traffic having a huge quantity of confusion in what they have to go, what is the minimum time they have to wait, all those things they didn't having without having these traffic signals and numbering systems, so that the traffic vehicular users will have to go for a little bit of confusion. They need to overcome those confusion by simply employing one person or two persons at that particular time if there is any failure of these traffic lights. Next one, the variation of vehicle arrivals on the particular approach of the roads may be increases in waiting time on the other roads and saved green signal time and other roads when there is a fixed time of traffic signals are used. Means there may be variation in vehicle arrivals and the approach of the particular roads cause increase in the waiting time. Means if the at a particular peak time there may be a gathering of huge quantity of vehicles in one lane. In another time there may be gathering of huge quantity of vehicles in another lane. That means it depends upon the peak hour demands of a particular space. In some of the places we are having peak volume at proper times at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, normally morning times at 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock they may be having a peak volume will be having on the particular road system, so that we have to observe those peak volumes of traffic, and we need to give a special amount of time to that particular spaces. Why? Because in the particular 2 minutes there may be no movement of all the vehicles, so that we have to give an extra amount of time to the flowing of vehicles. That will leads to a variation of vehicle arrivals at a particular proper approaches may cause increase in the waiting time, so that we need to decrease their waiting time by giving extra amount of time to the users for separate lines. Next one, excessive delay of vehicles may cause particularly during of peak hours. Peak hours means these traffic peak hours we have to face excessive amount of this delay period. In one lane there may be having a huge quantity of vehicles, so that all the vehicles are not flowing in a proper 2 to 3 minutes. There may be having to wait for another few kinds of few minutes, so that there may be some amount of excessive delays due to this traffic signals also in some cases, not in all places, in few places where there is a having total quantity of this road usage. Drivers may induce the less useless adequate or less safe routes to avoid this delay at signals. That means in some of the cases also drivers use inadequate routes. That means simply they are jumping from one route to another route, another route to another route, and that will also cause some amount of this traffic jams and disadvantage to the road users, so that we have to use road with the proper limit without exceeding all these traffic signals and other rules. What is the definition of the terms used in the traffic signal design? That means all those are the technical terms. Those things we need to know. First of all, in the technical term we are having a signal cycle. We need to know the signal cycle, the period of time required to complete a sequence of signal identification is called a signal cycle. Normally we are having a different cycles, means a complete phenomena. That means a cycle means we need to complete the total circle. That is called as a cycle. Normally from we are starting from 0 degrees and we have to complete 360 degrees, so that we have completed the total one cycle, and after that we need to go for another cycle starting from 0 to 360 in a particular circle itself. Likely in the traffic also we have to complete one cycle. That means I will show with the help of this diagram. If there is a cross section, that means one lane, two lane, third lane, and fourth lane. Four lanes we are having. First of all, in the first lane we allowed a particular traffic for 2 minutes, so that there may be this allow means automatically this also allows. Likely there may be 2 minutes of traffic flow automatically. In another cycle we have to give this line also, so that it will use a complete cycle. Simply there are having only two lines, so that these two platforms has to move their complete cycles with two leavings. That is the complete cycle. Likely we are having different cycles depends upon the number of lanes are joining at a particular point. If there is a three roads are particularly merging, that means automatically there may be a chance of three phases in a total signal cycle. Likely we are having different phases in different cycles for every route. Next one, we are having a signal phase, a part of signal cycle that time adequate to stop traffic and allow the traffic movement is called a signal phase. That means in the previously we are observing a signal cycle. In the signal cycle we are having different phases. That means here we are having signal phase means the total number of signal phases equal to one signal cycle. Signal cycle equal to n number of signal phases. Okay, this is the exact definition for this signal relation between the signal cycle and the signal phases. Previously we discussed what means there is a combination of a n number of roads here. Means here we are simply using this traffic signal, so that first of all we need to allow this is the one phase, second phase, third phase, fourth phase, fifth phase, so that here we are having totally 5 phases of traffics. So that first of all we need to allow one phase of traffic. After one phase, first phase is over, we need to allow second phase. After that we need to give a third phase and fourth phase, likely fifth phase. The total here we are having 5 phases. If the 5 phases are over, automatically a complete cycle is over. Likely a signal cycle and a signal phase we are having. That is the relation between signal phase and signal cycle. Next one, the duration of stop phase is called a red phase. Whenever we are stopping a particular line, that means automatically the total line will goes to a red phase. Whenever the duration of a go phase means automatically green phase means we are using this green light for moving of vehicles on a particular route, so that it will leads to a green phase and a red phase. Red phase means simply red phase is used to stop the vehicle. Green phase is used to go the vehicle, that means leave the vehicles. At any division of a signal cycle during a which is signal identification do not change is called as a interval. That means there may be no changing of these signals at a particular time. That means automatically there may be interval. That particular interval the vehicular flow is very less, so that they will give some amount of interval to the particular road users. Definitely the signal phases and signal cycles and these red phases and green phases are normally used at peak hours. Why? Because in the peak hours there may be a huge amount of vehicles are going and coming. Due to those we have to face accidents. But in case of these interval times, that means there may be a less quantity of traffic, so that there may be no chance of using these signal lines. Simply they have to move in their destination points with a minimum speeds. Why? Because in the afternoon times and even night times, in the night 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock, there is no particular traffic on the road, so that there may be less quantity of using these signals at that particular time, so that there may be some amount of interval to these signal systems. Next one, the engineer has to design the signal system with sequence of duration of individual phases to serve approaching traffic at a desired level of service. Here we are having level of service. I will show this level of service with one example. This is the simply one road, and this is only normal road, and here we are having okay 3 roads, and here we are having likely there is a some amount of difference. In the first phase we are having only single lane, double lane. Here we are having triple lane, and here we are having also triple lane. Likely there may be having different lanes of roads are interconnecting one to another, so that there may be a chance of huge amount of traffic at these triple lane roads. Why? Because in the 3 lanes there may be huge amount of traffic volume is standing, so that we have to give some amount of prior importance to these triple lane roads compared to these single lane and double lane roads. Why? Because in single lane road normally we are having less quantity of traffic volume. In a double lane also we are having less quantity of traffic volume compared to these triple lane roads, so that we need to give some amount of level of service. This level of service will be depends upon the utility of the particular road in the total time period. That means in the peak hours and total 24 hours of time, what is the utility level of a particular road, so that we have to give a level of service to the particular road for the easy movement of vehicles. Next one, the level of service is measured by the vehicle's delay, queue length of the number, and the vehicle backed up in a probability, the vehicle entering an intersection during the first green phase after arrival. This total level of service will be measured by using these points. What are those points? Means vehicle delay, means how much amount of time average vehicle delay. That means normally there may be a sudden traffic jam, means automatically traffic jam or traffic signal is there, automatically the vehicle has to stand for a minutes. The total line we have to measure how many number of vehicles, so that each vehicle has to stay for how many minutes. That is the called as the vehicular delay. And the length of the number of vehicles backed up in a probability. That means if there is a signal light is simply, if there is a red signal is blinking, automatically what is the line of standing of vehicles. That means total length we need to measure by this survey team. And during the first grease also we have to after arrival. That means first vehicle is simply going, after the arrival we need to calculate these times to give this level of service. Next one, we have to know what are the different types of these traffic signals. These signals are classified into 3 major types. First of all, traffic control signal. That means it is mainly used for the controlling of traffic. That means simply moving and going vehicles. Next one, these pedestrian signals. These signals are normally used for the purpose of these walking tracks. Normally we are having these zebra crossings and other. To control those zebra crossing we have to give some amount of time for the pedestrian purpose. Next one is the special traffic signals. These special traffic signals are used for the any other politicians or any other important vehicles are simply going on the particular road. If there is any accidents or any other important things or any other simply important persons are moving on the road, so that these special traffic signals are used at that particular purpose. These 3 are the major types of traffic signals daily we are using. In some of the roads we are having these high courts and other judicial departments and other important spaces for politicians and other persons, so that they need to flow on these traffic lines with by using this special traffic signal pattern. Why? Because they have some important works for the purpose of these people and the localities, so that we have to give some importance or some priority time to them. Next one, traffic control signals. What are the traffic control signals we are using? Normally we are using two major control system. First one is the red signal to stop the vehicle and the green systems to go the vehicles.